What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect.
It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors. Cue graphic away. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter, ready to rock this Monday night. We're talking Monday Night Raw and wherever the heck we want to, I guess. With me I am here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I didn't go away. I left the state again, but I'm back. Don't worry. We're properly doing all the things. You just see my new collection of masks. It's wonderful. By the way, the fun new thing when you do events, remember you used to get a hat or your badge and everything, like your staff badge, masks, branded masks from promotions that I work with. That's my new favorite collectible. Anyways, and practical. Also with us from Beacon, New York, jealous of my new maskage, is Mad Mike.
I actually got some new masks in the mail today, Sorg.
Oh, yeah?
One is a Christmas present for my sister, but she never watched this show, so I'll tell you what it is.
Fine.
It's a Christmas mask of the female gremlin from Gremlins 2.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah, and I got one for myself, and for the wife, I got, because the holidays are approaching, so I got us Christmas masks. One says, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal." And the other one says, "Now I have a face mask." Ho, ho, ho.
I think
Just like Die Hard.
That does it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Everybody that doesn't have, there's some, like my nephew and my sister, I renew their domains every year, and that's kind of what I do. But I think everybody else is getting face masks of some sort. Because, you can't have too many at this point because life.
Sorg, go to Redbubble.
Redbubble?
So many face masks. So many. I almost got one that was a fashionable male face mask from Mallrats.
And also some statements. Some statements people have been using with their masks lately.
Absolutely.
So, some unfortunate, some fortunate. So, anyways, it is the we attempt to talk about wrestling.
You can also get a Groju face mask. That's right, motherfuckers. We spoil it right out front. Groju. If you don't know what Groju is, it doesn't matter to you.
I'm still getting used to that name, actually. So I'm glad we're not calling it Baby Yoda or the child anymore. So that's fine by me. But anyways, sorry, I just imagine like the kids saying, "That's Groju, Mom, not Baby Yoda." So last week.
And then some asshole is going to be like, "I'm calling him Kakarot."
Is this because I was talking about the Dragon Ball Z game I just picked up on Stadia?
Well, Groju does sound a lot like Goku.
I was so good. Mike, did you see my tweet last week? Before the Black Friday madness, I said I'm not going to even look at the Black Friday sales because I usually end up spending some money on it. What I did do, though, based on the tip from AwesomeCast, I bought from two places. I still need to redeem them. I bought 3-month codes for Game Pass on Xbox for half off about each. So I got like 3 months for free. So I'm good to go because I've all been playing Game Pass stuff for the most part. And I did peek, but I did also add a credit, so I picked up like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for like nothing on Stadia because I'm just trying out Stadia. So, anyways, that means nothing. That means nothing. Can we talk?
Nope.
We're going to talk about WWE RAW here in a second, but I want to tell you about my weekend, Mike.
Okay.
All right. First of all,
Fire away.
It was
fire away.
it was a big weekend in sweaty dick punching.
That's what I've heard.
So we worked with 247 Fighting Championships here in Pittsburgh on their 4th and 5th shows consecutively, apparently, Wednesday and Saturday. The great Mike Moran producing, of course. Cameraman Rob and I were cameramen for the show, so we were up on the cage, shooting all that stuff. And also because of the issues here in the greater Pittsburgh area in Pennsylvania, and now, probably most of the places you guys are, no fans. No fans. Full fights.
Okay, I'm sure they'll get some soon.
So it was all pay-per-view. All pay-per-view. They had the Monroeville Convention Center, where I realized I was probably standing mere feet away from where my encounters with Virgil and were several years ago. Same place as Steel City Con, same place as the old Pittsburgh Comic Con, things like that. So the place that I got to see Stan Lee talk for the first time. It was interesting to do it that way. As you were talking, like, what was it? I'm not going to go out my way to watch MMA, but seeing it in person, especially that angle that I'm allotted, is kind of fun. Also, I had a good moment. I had a good wrestling moment, and this is the first indie show with fans I've shot since September's Warrior Wrestling shows, and I want to say the first typical wrestling show with fans I've been to. I've shot. Yeah, been to. Yeah, it was the first one that was indoors since March.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, Mike. We were in Charleston, West Virginia, Pro Wrestling Conquest. I gotta say, the protocols were great. The masks were worn. Like, people, it's not like the one promotion I got pissed at where people walked in with the mask, sat down, ripped them off, and just you never saw them again, right? Everybody sat there through the majority of the show with masks on. I would say, again, 95% compliance on that. It felt great. It felt safe enough for doing a wrestling show in West Virginia. They were checking temperatures. They were hand sanitizer all over the place. It was great as far. Here's a new phenomenon I'm not used to: seeing the wrestlers work out before the match with the masks on. Like, good, great. And also, these are a lot of guys that probably have had several shows. Madman Fulton from Impact Wrestling was on there. Larry D, an awesome one from Impact Wrestling. Atticus Koger of 440. Some of you maybe hear about. There's always a really good roster with those, and a lot of fun. They had a last man standing match before intermission, or I think it became an intermission because he ripped the turnbuckle off. Unscrewed it, ripped it off, used it in the match, right? There was a table outside, table fell apart, and they're using the chairs, and it obliterated, right? And there's this little kid, this like little toddler, like hanging out behind me, and I don't think he sat like the whole night. Like, he's standing in front of them, dancing and kind of reacting to things, and right? And they love throwing the streamers at this show. So basically Rob, me, and referee George Ross were the cleanup crew for most of the night. So it's, I see the little kid, and you get a little bit of the streamer that there's still a bit of a enough roll to throw. So I give it to the little kid. I walk up and say, here, because I know I'm not going to throw it right at his face. He's not that far yet. But I also gave him like a piece of the table that broke. Like, it was about this big, a nice triangle, right? I gave it to him, and he's just kind of like, what do I do with this? And I think he realized what it was. And I come back, after intermission, and they're sitting down, and it looks like they got it signed by one of the wrestlers. Nice. So that was a nice, like, cool, feel-good moment I had from the weekend. That how much I miss being at those shows, and just in general, a lot of fun there. Ryan Edmonds, Daniel Eads, some RWA favorites we see up here in the area. It's good to see them in action again. Edmonds is always fun, and Edmonds and his good buddy Jock Sampson. So that goes as you could imagine. No, really good show, really fun show. Facade had a great match with Calvin Tankman. Calvin Tankman is a guy that's been really big up in the Cleveland area. I know he's been getting around to a lot of things lately. And also seeing Facade, and like I feel like every time I see him these days, it's in one of those like 4, 6, 8-man car crash matches. So it was good to see him in a match, and it was against somebody else with a different style and everything like that. So that was my weekend and my positive thing. And then I just Mike, I got through the rest of Doom Patrol season 1. I'm well into season 2 right now. Yeah, thanks for something good and fucked up. So I appreciate that too. But
well, I'm trying to think what my good. I know what my good thing in wrestling was. So Sorg. I woke up Thanksgiving morning, to the smell of turkey and other, things cooking in the oven.
Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving parade playing on the TV.
Yep, and lo and behold, on that parade, I see the greatest float that has ever existed. Now, I don't think I'm going to watch the show behind the float. I don't think I'm going to. I read his book. Gotta give it a try. Maybe.
Anyways.
Maybe. I don't know. But so The Rock is coming out with a TV show called Young Rock, which I'm pretty sure is just a combination of Everybody Hates Chris and Young Sheldon. Right. Read into that what you will. But they wanted to promote it. The float they had was the very famous picture of Rock with a black sweater and a fanny pack. And that was the float. And I grabbed my wife. I brought her in, and I said, "Is there a way we can put this above the house?"
Can I get a version of it just like as one of those inflatables in the front of the house, just like my neighbors have put up for Christmas? Wow.
Even a plush, like a giant 6 feet tall plush.
A 6 foot tall plush.
I will put.
Can I get a wrestle buddy of this?
Like the scene from Iron Man 3 where Tony gets Pepper a giant bunny for Christmas. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want a giant plushy version of The Rock with the fanny pack.
Oh, the fanny pack. I love it.
It was.
Love it.
Oh, and actually, I do have another good thing in wrestling. Sorg, have you caught up on your NXTs at all?
I am caught up except for maybe the last segment and a half of this week's NXT. AEW, I have barely started on. I just watched a few segments.
Sorg, did you watch the KO show?
I did watch the KO show.
My word. Like, honestly, I've been skipping NXT for the past couple of weeks just because, been busy.
Him on commentary was tremendous all night, too.
Yep. The reason I tuned in was because Kevin Owens was on commentary. I'm like, okay, it's Kevin Owens. He's on commentary. I'm going to enjoy it. Then the KO show happened. And I could, I don't think this will ever be a WWE show.
It was wonderfully awkward.
Yes. I don't think this will ever be a WWE show.
No, I gotta pull off. I gotta pull off like the call outs he was doing. I had a car ride with somebody this weekend that absolutely hated him calling it out.
Oh well, but you know what? It's fine. I want MST3K. Only the K stands for Kevin. I want a Mystery Science Theater Kevin Owens show where it's Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Daniel Bryan just talking about the most ridiculous segments in wrestling history.
So wait a minute, because didn't we have we had a WrestleBotch one with Gallows and Anderson, didn't we?
Yeah.
So,
they tried to do that. But normally they would either talk about their own stuff or stuff from the past. I want them to talk about current stuff. Like, I want them to do their own Botchamania.
I can't see them
Like,
doing.
It's not good. It's never gonna.
No,
happen.
I can't see them doing current stuff because you don't want to undermine the current storylines while they're happening.
I mean,
I understand why that wouldn't
A-
happen.
a lot
but if
of
you want
them
to say,
undermine
let's go
themselves.
back like 6 months,
yeah.
like I think that's possible.
By the way, Sorg. All right. So have you seen this meme go around the internet? What wrestling moment happened in 2020, but seems like years ago at this point?
Edge coming back.
Yeah. Sorg. Do you know Rusev and Bobby Lashley and Lana got married less than a year ago?
Well, we were trying to forget that one, so.
I know, but that, like, look at everyone involved in that segment and how much they've all diversed from it.
Well,
One of them ain't even in the fucking company.
review for us that don't remember it.
So, because I was watching the Liv Morgan documentary
Mm-hmm.
on the network, which was fine. It was okay. Like, for following a woman around for 18 months, you get 45 minutes of footage. Okay, seems like a wasted opportunity, but you know, what are you gonna do?
That's how documentaries work, Mike.
I don't know. All right, but anyway, so she was talking about her return to Raw as Lana's jilted lover, and she
Mhm.
was going to break up the wedding
Mm-hmm.
of Bobby Lashley and Lana.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait, when the fuck was this? And then I went to look it up. December 30th, 2019. It was less than a year ago. It basically happened in 2020 because that's where we got all the fallout. But I'm just looking at the four principal, like Lana, Liv, Lashley, and Rusev. They could not be further apart from each other.
And they already ejected the Canellises out, right? At that point?
I don't know. I think I don't remember when Mike Kanellis wrestled on Raw.
Yeah. I feel like it was connected to this and then it shifted. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I can't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so wild to me just how vastly different everyone is now. Like Lashley's in the Hurt Business, and which makes sense, I guess, because he joined up with MVP when he dumped Lana.
Mm-hmm.
But Jesus, like it's just so fucking wild.
Well, I was gonna go look up some of the older, like Raw from a year ago, but my app is loading funny. Hold on, I'm gonna do it anyways because I think so. What is this? This is December. Let's say I'm looking at December 3rd to see what the hell we were doing. Shit in general. Let's see. WWE honors George H.W. Bush. Oh, he had just died, right? At
I
that
believe so,
point,
yeah.
let's see. Rousey and Natalia are attacked before a match. Bliss tries to talk. Bailey and Sasha against Mickey James and Alicia Fox. Something about Baron Corbin was in charge. How about that? How about Scott Dawson versus Lucha House Party?
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense though.
Let's see. Corbin celebrates McIntyre Appreciation Day. Drew versus Dolph. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of crap on here. Rude and Gable against AOP and Maverick.
Oh, you guys remember AOP?
Mm-hmm. I miss AOP. I thought they were good.
Sorg, do you remember when SmackDown had 6 tag teams on it?
Ambrose was wearing a gas mask.
Well, I mean, that was just ahead of the time.
Yeah, ahead of the time. Rhino, Heath Slater. Geez, half these people aren't even on like WWE anymore. Jinder and Finn. What happened? Did Jinder Mahal get fired?
No, I think he's still employed.
And by the way, Lars Sullivan is coming soon.
We hardly knew ye.
You want the hot main event of this one?
Yes.
Nia Jax and Tamina against Rousey and Ember.
Sorg, do you know what match happened this year? Imperium versus the Undisputed Era.
Oh yeah.
That match happened this year.
Yeah.
That match happened this year.
We're all in
And
the time warp.
it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember it now that I'm thinking of it.
Hmm.
It was great.
I don't really remember it, to be honest. I really don't remember it.
Basically, someone got injured in the main event.
Oh, it was a 3-on-3, wasn't it?
It was 4-on-4. It was an
Oh.
8-man tag. Alexander Wolf got injured, and then basically, like, at the end, Walter just took the fuck over.
Yeah.
And dominated the whole Undisputed Era. Like,
I can't remember if you said it out loud, but Tina says Jinder is injured.
his injury hindered the Jinder.
Jinder is hindered with an injury.
Yeah. But, like, I'm just looking at every pay-per-view that happened before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we probably remember this. Ricochet had a WWE Championship match.
In Saudi Arabia, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Saudi Arabia this year. I mean, not we went to, but we we had to deal with it, I guess. Yeah. That happened.
Like, there were a lot of things that happened. Like,
Like,
there was a baller fatal 4-way tag team ladder match at the first UK pay-per-view this year. Do you remember we were supposed to get Walter versus Finn Balor?
we were building to
That
it
was
before
that
it
was
shut
supposed
down.
to happen. That was going to happen at Dublin.
Hey, I just want to oh, he was involved in this. I just saw a tweet from Drew Gulak. Hey, Jeff Hardy, what the fuck?
I mean, fair.
I imagine Drew was in the
By the way,
chicanery.
we need to, I guess, shift to Raw. Jeff Hardy, please just stop.
What did he do? Because I saw your tweet,
just
the check on him, and I'm just like, oh, calamity's happening over here. I need to edit this match for
God.
tomorrow.
No, I mean the match was fine. The match was absolutely fine. But whoever set up the finish was not using their head. So the finish was Jeff was gonna swanton Elias through a couple violins and a table. You know,
By the way, this was not nearly as much fun.
because Jeff Hardy is the innovator of violins.
The Symphony of Destruction match is not nearly as much fun as when Braun was involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was still fun. I enjoyed it.
It was. Oh, it was. And I love that at 24/7, like, title change happened in the middle of it.
Yeah. But so the Swanton happened. Sorg, now, granted, I've never set up a wrestling match.
No.
Not involving people.
Not involved in
I have set up one involving action figures. Okay? Even I know that if you're going to do a finish where the table is Katie corner to the ring turnbuckle post, where you stand on a turnbuckle post and you dive forward, you move the stairs. Jeff did a swanton and didn't leap out far enough, smashed the back of his head on the ring steps when he landed.
Jeez.
Oh, it looked like even WWE's social media feed, like when they post the GIF highlight of the match, they cut away from it.
They did not on the YouTube. They did not do so on the YouTube. I just watched it. Oh, because I missed it the first time.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Nope, it's not good.
It's
what you
not
want.
good.
It's not what you want.
Oh.
I thought Jeff was dead.
I mean, he moved and made the pin, so, I mean, I'm watching
He
it
moved,
again.
he made the pin.
Oh,
he did.
God.
He did. He
like,
did the tambourine gimmick like he was supposed to.
It's almost like he hit, he hit the table and then kind of bounced back, which probably made it worse, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, they do have an interview with them as a WWE exclusive, so I'm kind of curious what's
It's
up
like,
there. So,
oh man, my head, man.
do you think that's it? I don't know. He's just kind of doing his thing. He's probably still on the adrenaline, though.
Yeah,
and he's taking stuff
you
out of
think
his
over
ears.
under how many stitches he received. I don't even know if he got busted open.
No, I don't think he did.
Because he felt the back of his head, and it didn't look like it had
No,
anything.
no. He
But
took
he got
he
concussed,
took it
I'm sure.
he took it flush for sure.
Yeah, but
I'm more
just-
worried about concussion. Like he got real
Yeah.
lucky. It doesn't look like he really hit the corners on that thing. So
Yeah, no, but between this and what's happened to Matt Hardy, the Hardys just need to stop.
the Hardys are need to stay
The Hardys
away
need
from
to stop before
head
they
injuries.
become the bad part of the news that we hate reading.
Yes, and
They both
can I-
need to stop.
Can I talk about some good though?
Yeah, sure.
Cedric Alexander tonight.
Yeah,
How about Cedric?
he's great.
I think Cedric's found his voice.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Not that he's.
I think he always had his voice.
I think
He
it's-
just wasn't
but
allowed to use it.
I don't know. I've never seen this version of Cedric in all my years of watching Cedric, and I'm a heavy Cedric watcher. But like this, like no, like even he threw Shelton under the bus a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he was pretty good though. Like when he was on 205 Live as a
Okay.
champion.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
no one watched 205 Live.
No. But it was good cruiserweight stuff. But him and Xavier just had a fucking banger of a match.
Hold on, Sorg. Proper credit where credit's due.
Yes.
G4's own Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
Back me up a second. Is G4 a channel now? Like, or
I don't know.
is it?
I know it's a YouTube
We
channel.
don't
I
know.
watched their Thanksgiving special.
Oh no! Did they bring back Attack of the Show or anything like
Sorg-
that? What
Sorg-
is this?
Sorg, while you're editing the show tonight, because I know you always look for things to watch.
Oh no! G4 Holiday Reunion Special.
Sorg, you need to watch it.
44. But I got all this AEW to watch.
Sorg, it's better
Oh,
than AEW.
Best of
AEW,
interns.
AEW
What?
the past couple weeks have not been that good.
Oh, I subscribed. I do. I'm not going to take that from you. I'm not going to take that advice from you. Are you serious?
It
You
really hasn't
think?
been.
You really think? I've seen the Taz Cody confrontation, and I saw what was the other
Yeah,
segment I
but
saw?
the Taz Cody confrontation. Okay, so what? Like it's the same thing WWE does all the time. Ooh, you mentioned my family, I'm mad. It's the same thing.
Okay, well, because it works. Then
But I'm training with him, Poppy. It's the same bullshit.
oh, jeez. Wait, do they just play Among Us on this thing?
Yeah, they
Oh,
no,
but this is 3
there's
hours.
no that you don't have to watch, but watch the reunion special
Hmm.
because it's hosted by Ron Funches.
Ah, Ron Funches, my buddy from Lucha Underground.
Adam Sessler's on there, Morgan Webb,
Morgan Webb.
Evan Pereira,
Remember we
and
used to,
Olivia Munn are on there.
remember we didn't we used to rant about Morgan Webb
Yeah,
at some point on this show?
probably.
Morgan Webb, that's fantastic.
Probably.
Oh, dude.
But I'm excited. I'm
Oh,
excited for
boy.
like next stop. They bring back Nick Arcade.
Mhm.
And honestly, I could see them doing it. I could see them doing it with him as the host.
Oh,
All right, Sorg. This is not from me. This is from Tina in the chat room.
okay.
Impact is better than AEW at this point.
What
That's
What?
that's not from me.
What?
I'm just the messenger.
What?
I'm just the messenger here.
What?
No, but
What?
because you see the
With
thing
AJ
is,
style swaggle?
All right. First of all, they don't want half. All right. They don't want half. They don't want half. Because you know what half of none is. Still none.
Okay.
The phenomenal one half. Is that what they call them? I don't know.
think so.
Yeah, like Tina's saying the Moxley Omega stuff is pretty cool, with the possibility of Kenta making an appearance. Apparently.
I still need to watch some of the
But-
pay-per-view, so that's where I need
Well,
to.
yeah. I mean, but like.
I need to watch Kingston Moxley for sure.
There's a lot of people who haven't because what AEW is doing is they're doing double tapings.
Oh, that makes sense.
But Sorg, it's not like when Raw did double tapings back in the day, where they just had everyone work twice.
Yeah.
No. This is when they put on a lot of people who have been on Dark and have no momentum on the show because they've never been on the show.
Meanwhile, like Dark has been looks like it's been freaking banger with some of the matches they've had over there. Like it's just look at the like stuff in passing. Like I feel like I'm seeing more interesting stuff on Dark right now. In my passing.
And the stuff with the Inner Circle, now that they have MJF,
yeah,
I'm sorry, it sucked.
No.
They did a parody of The Hangover.
Did they? Oh no.
And you know what? You know what? Here's my big thing. You've had Mike Tyson on the show. You've had him interact with Jericho. If you're gonna do a parody of The Hangover and you don't have Mike fucking Tyson in it, you're doing it wrong.
So there's that. Also, isn't Mike getting ready for a fight when they were probably filming this thing?
Yeah, so Rodman was in the middle of the NBA Finals when he went to Nitro.
Yeah, because Rodman's the most responsible athletic
and
example.
Tyson is.
I don't know.
He ate a man's ear, Sorg.
Well, there's that too. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
have a
Oh,
response for that one.
and Tina saying Sheeta and Anna Jay was decent, which it was. It was fine. There was no real story there because there could have been something interesting with the Dark Order trying to get the title.
Your level of story. Let me
No,
see
I'm
what I got
saying
going
there
on
was
here.
no story.
Okay, all right.
There was no story. And now Abaddon is supposedly going to be the next contender.
Okay.
But the only thing she's done is she crawled out and she licked the belt, which by the way, you probably shouldn't do in COVID times.
That's okay. Everybody's been tested. It's all right.
That still doesn't make it right.
It makes a lot of wrong. It wasn't right in the other times either.
Yeah, it wasn't right in the before times.
I still don't understand how Rhino put the belt in his mouth when, like, knowing how germophobic he is. Like, that's crazy. How's Rhino doing these days? Jeez.
I don't know. He's probably on Impact somewhere doing things.
Yeah, he is. I think he is, actually. I think is he still like making bets with somebody in the back? Who is he?
I don't know. They have me banned, Sorg.
Yeah.
They still have me blocked.
That's right. That's right. Anyways,
But I am Sorg. You know what I'm excited for? War Games is Sunday.
Yes.
I'm excited for War Games. War Games, it only has 4 matches on the card, and I'm already amped for it. Because
I know
Undisputed
2 of
Era
them.
versus Pat McAfee and the Brand.
Yeah.
That match is gonna be a baller.
I love the ladies one, and I think this may have just happened on Twitter, where it's just like Ember Moon like comes in with a bucket of parts and gets handed a blowtorch, and now she's on the team. Like, okay,
Yep.
I'm with this.
The women's match is gonna be, Candice, who else? Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Tony Storm against Shotzi, Ember, Rhea Ripley, and they haven't announced the 4th yet, but I'd imagine it's Io Shirai.
I'm following John Silver on Twitter right now because that guy is hilarious to me.
Oh, and all right, another thing, like maybe you know this, maybe Tina knows this.
Mm-hmm.
Where has Brody Lee been?
I don't know, man.
He has not been on.
He hasn't been on, and well, I don't know. I haven't seen anything for several weeks, so maybe there's something up with that. But he's got plenty. His order is still around doing things, right?
Kinda.
Yeah, they're around doing stuff.
They're attempting to recruit Hangman Page.
They're always attempting to recruit Hangman Page.
Yeah, I know. So really, they're doing the same thing.
And they always attempt to recruit Wardlow, but they keep forgetting to ask him because of his meatiness.
All right, no. See, you're talking about shit on a YouTube show that doesn't count.
Just like this one.
Yeah, but we're not being paid to do this, unless there's something you're not telling me.
Speaking of which, I think there's a voicemail you have to hear tomorrow.
Oh boy,
things are about to change.
Someone left us a voicemail.
We have 2 voicemails.
We have 2 voicemails.
And
yes, people called us when they were drunk.
I didn't listen to the second one yet.
Good. Don't. element of surprise.
I really need to listen to it beforehand.
No, element of surprise.
Nothing
Sorg.
seemed alarming on the transcript, but
Sorg, element of surprise.
I really hope Adam Page joins the Dark Order, and then he has like a horse with a mask on it.
No, I'm pretty sure they did that in Django, and it didn't turn out well.
I don't remember Django.
Then again, they've also done that in Medieval Times, and it usually turns out very well. So, it could go either way. But that'll just further feed into my theory that all Medieval Times performers are indie wrestlers.
Have you been to Medieval Times?
Yes, many times.
Many times. I've been to one in Toronto on my senior trip.
There's one in Jersey, so I've been there a few times.
Man, you're probably not going to be eating with your hands anymore. Let's see. What the hell? It's an anime gif of a John Silver sticker for IG. John Silver is my favorite wrestler in AEW. Sorry, I walked up.
I don't. I see what he's trying to do. It doesn't work with me.
That's fine, Mike. You can hang out with the black and gold brand.
If they're gonna have Kevin Owens more on commentary, yes, I'll take that.
Please. Yes, please.
I'll take that all day, every day.
All right. Well, on that note, sir.
We didn't talk about Raw at all.
Well, we talked about Raw.
AJ Styles is the number one contender.
AJ Styles is the number one contender with Drew. The Sheamus and Drew buddy comedies continuing.
Mia Yim finally had her Raw singles debut in the same match as Reckoning, which was nice.
What?
Reckoning had a match with Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke was so aggressive that Reckoning lost her mask and devolved into Mia Yim.
Oh, I didn't. So I looked up and I'm like, oh, good, she's not wrestling with the mask. I didn't
realize.
No,
she was.
Oh no.
She was.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. She digivolved into Mia Yim.
And that's the point where the universe realized, wait, that's just Mia Yim in a funny mask.
Yeah. It's like when you see Clark Kent take off his glasses, like, oh shit, we've been going about this guy all wrong.
I would have gone away with it if it wasn't for Dana Brooke and those pesky kids.
We furthered Lana, eventually, I'm assuming, on her way to becoming women's tag team champion.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, what else happened on Raw? What else happened?
We had...
Hold on. Something really awesome did happen. Did you catch a moment of bliss, Sorg?
I came in about halfway through it before the shit went south.
Yeah, before it went south, but the beginning of it...
I didn't see the beginning of it.
The beginning of it was so great. Like, everything was great until The Fiend came out.
Oh, I thought that was an interesting part, actually.
The
way they did that.
I don't like Alexa Bliss being The Fiend's weakness. I think that is idiotic because why would The Fiend introduce Alexa Bliss if she was going to be his kryptonite?
Is it well, listen, Mike, love is a funny thing.
Sorg. No.
Okay.
See, if you're going to do this, you don't have Randy Orton hold Alexa Bliss. That's not how you do this. If Alexa Bliss is really going to be The Fiend's weakness, what you do is you have Randy hint that he knows what The Fiend's weakness is.
Mm-hmm.
When The Fiend gets in the ring, Randy takes a powder.
Mm-hmm.
Then next week, you have Randy Orton talk to Nikki Cross.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do this. Because you have Randy Orton say, listen, I need you to help me with a little Fiend problem I have. And that's how you really do it, because it makes The Fiend look like a fucking moron.
Mm-hmm.
Because The Fiend has not only attacked Alexa Bliss before, The Fiend has made her pass out before.
Mm-hmm.
He should have no qualms about going after Randy Orton while he's holding Alexa Bliss. Either that, or if you do that, have Alexa attack Randy while she's in his arms.
You don't know where it's gonna go.
No, I know where it's gonna go. No, because it's Randy Orton.
Okay.
It's Randy Orton. Like, it's the guy who bragged about being suspended more times than anyone else in history.
Right. Anyways, well, we'll see how.
But I will say, the set piece that Alexa had for a moment of bliss now is amazing. It's a little table that has bars, and there's a doll inside of it.
I saw that briefly. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
It's great. It was so great. I almost spit up my soda while I was watching TV, while I was watching the show.
Yeah.
And Tina says Randy Orton got one step closer to wearing pants, which we all know is Randy's ultimate kryptonite.
Pants. You won't pants me. Sorry, I need to go to bed. Mike, we got.
Yeah.
I hope we had a great interview on Friday night with Rob Schamberger, who is the artist in residence at WWE. Does some great work. Go to schambergerlab.com. All of his work. This is interesting, Mike. He actually owns all of the WWE work that he's done.
Good.
And he is his arrangement, this like not hired arrangement that they've had, has been the apparently has been the gateway for guys like Sam Roberts to be like not full employees involved kind of situation we've seen with a lot of personalities over the years.
I'll say good for Rob Schamberger.
Yes,
I will say bad
because we got him,
Peter
Rosenberg, and Pat McAfee.
I don't have a problem with Peter Rosenberg.
No.
I don't, because Peter Rosenberg.
That's the lineup, though.
Peter Rosenberg is the 20th century Scott Sanford, which I'm okay with. I like Scott Sanford. Peter Rosenberg does the same kind of job. Sam Roberts wants to be Michael Pettingill, and is actually Mike Ademle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He wants to be Todd Pettingill, but he is actually Mike Ademle.
Okay.
And that's the most apt description I can give of Sam Roberts without cursing up a storm.
Other than that, it was a great interview. And we
talked I can't wait to listen to it. I haven't had a chance.
We talked about comic books a little bit, and a lot of like and how he got the job there at WWE.
Did he work for the Boom Comics or no?
I didn't slide. I wanted to actually ask that because I'm trying to remember if I've seen his stuff as a cover and if that connected together, but I didn't get around to the question, unfortunately. Okay. I did ask what kind of vegetable he would paint.
Apparently I misspoke and I said Mike Pettingill before. I meant Todd Pettingill. Tina corrected me.
Okay.
But yeah. So you asked him the vegetable question.
Yeah. Well, a version of it, thanks to Alex over there at Occupy Pro Wrestling. And so that was great. Well, shoot, I should probably do an interview for this week. I should probably schedule somebody. Damn it. The holidays.
All right, Sorg, twist my arm. You can interview me.
Jeez. There was somebody else on the line.
How'd I get started in indie wrestling? Well, I fucking went to an IWC show.
There you go. Anyways, we'll be tomorrow. We do have Ziggy Heim. We'll be,
oh, that's gonna be a delight.
I have a present for Ziggy.
Okay.
We have a gift for Ziggy on behalf of the show.
Is it something for her and Ozymandias, or is it just for her?
I would say mostly for her.
Okay.
I mean, the dog could use it, but I don't think that's going to be a good fit.
Fair enough.
I'll send you a picture of it afterwards. But no, it'll be fun. She'll be joining us, and I mean, it's always a blast there. And we got some guests in line for the future. Our Christmas episode will be happening the Tuesday before Christmas. We also have an STD Christmas special the Friday before scheduled. And if you are a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/WrestlingMayhem Show, we will be recording a Patreon-only show after AEW. I think that's 2 Wednesdays before Christmas. I believe the 19th sticks in my head. That doesn't seem right. Maybe it's the 16th, something like that.
The 19th is a Saturday.
That would not be it. I think it's the 16th.
Okay.
15th, something like that. But we'll have invites out for you guys on Patreon. We are definitely doing that. And I can't remember if I had some in-between shows in the can as well. And that's it. That's it, guys. Have fun. Indie Wrestling. Hey, IndieWrestling.us, YouTube, and Twitch, and Periscope. Periscope actually will be up soon. Brand new playlist. So some old episodes of Indie Mayhem Show, but also several shows from different promotions, newer shows from promotions we've had on there. It's all random. A lot of stuff going on over there, and drop in and see what's going on over there on those streams as well. Share if you like what's going on over there. That's YouTube and the Twitch for IndieWrestling.us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.